Hey YouTube, this is Dave Medic 1, and this is a review / impressions on the Spyderco Byrd Series Cara Cara 2. Purchased this knife a little while ago. I got it in the FRN version, the lightweight version, and just some quick specs on it. Let me see here. The overall length is 8.5 inches. The blade length is 3 3/4 inches. The closed size is just a little over 4 3/4 inches, and its weight is at 3.4 ounces, which makes it a pretty decent carry. This Spyderco has all 4 carry options for left and right, tip up and tip down, and it's got a back lock here. With the David Boy dent is what they call this guy right here. It's got the Byrd Series Spyderco hole / little eye looking thing here. And as far as the blade steel goes, which you guys probably already know, it's the typical HCR or HCR 13 MOV. I don't know if you can see that. Yep. It's got a full flat grind on it, and of course, like all Spydercos, out the box it came razor sharp. Actually, within the first, I'd say 15 seconds, I nicked myself closing it because I kind of did one of these numbers and pushed the lock and flip it down, and had my finger right here, and that thing guillotined down and put a little nick. And that was like a month or so ago, and it just now healed because it's in a funky part of your hand. But anyway, pretty cool knife. I like it as far as the length and the size, as far as how it feels in my hands. It fits perfectly. To tell you the truth, the little pocket clip right there at this grip kind of hurts me if I have a strong grip on it, but I could live with that for no, if I have to actually tell you the truth, if I move up here and actually choke up on it, on the jimping, top and bottom. It has jimping both sides, which is really good. This thing is not going to slip out of your hands. That pocket clip is no longer an issue because of the curve here. It kind of fits in my palm. So, yeah, all in all, pretty good. I like it overall. It's a pretty nice knife, but one of my main dislikes about this particular knife, and maybe just the one I've got, is the fact that the speed of deployment is pretty hard. I had to really, my position when I go to flick up, I got to choke up on it so high to flick it to get this to go because the back lock engages so good. So it's good because the back lock it locks tight, but the speed of action is it slows it down, and I think it may be an issue because this FRN handle. Oh, as far as the grip goes in the FRN, these little notches here, they're multi-directional, so the grip there, it's really nice. It's actually more grippy than the G10 on some of the other models I had. One thing I don't like about it is the FRN, the design on the FRN itself kind of makes this knife look a little cheap, in my opinion, just because it's plastic. So if I would have actually been able to hold one of these and actually physically see it, I would have went with the G10. And as far as all my other Spyderco's Byrd series, they are in G10. And for the last remaining couple that I do want to get, they are going to be G10. I would trade this in for a G10 model any day of the week, just because I think this FRN handle has a lot to do with the speed of deployment. Now, the reason why I'm saying that is if you look inside, the liners are kind of recessed into the FRN, and I think this FRN plastic is actually rubbing on that blade right there, which hinders the speed of deployment. Now, I could loosen and adjust it there, but I think I'd have to loosen it to a point where I would have left and right blade play, and that's not good. So I'd rather go ahead and with the lesser of two evils and deal with the lack of speed deployment on that. But I like to be able to flick the knife open and closed pretty quickly. Now another thing with that recessed liners inside there, it is partially skeletonized, and it's not, I don't think, see, it doesn't, that liner, it doesn't go it doesn't fill the exact perimeter of the inside of the handle. So, because I was thinking, well, you know, it's not a big deal. I'll go pick up some G10 and I'll go ahead and make a custom handle out of it. But the thing of it is that liner does not follow the same silhouette as the FRN handle. It kind of cuts down low, and I think they did that as far as for weight purposes to make this lighter. Now, I don't know exactly the weight offhand of the G10 version of the Cara Cara. Actually, yes, I do. Hold on, I've got the catalog here handy, and I'm going to look at that real quick. Bear with me here. Handle material. I don't even think they have the weight on here. Bear with me. I'm trying to look here. Where did I get that information on the weight? Okay, hold on. Here it is. I think I got it. No, they don't. Even in the catalog, they don't have a weight, which is very odd because Spyderco is so good about giving you every darn detail measurement and as far as their knives go. But I don't see a weight on the. Oh, hold on. Maybe I do. I'm sorry. The weight on the G10 version is 4.25 ounces, and then on the FRN, the weight is 3.4 ounces. So they're looking at about it's a difference between an ounce, and that's not much, you know. But that's my beef with this knife. I don't like the back lock at all, and I think there's only a pair of the Spydercos in the Byrd line that do have the back lock. I like the liner lock. You can deploy it, bam. It's just, you know, with this guy, if I didn't have to be so worried about guillotining my damn finger off by popping this down, I wouldn't have an issue with it. But yeah, the back lock is not one of my favorite things. So I think eventually in the future, I will be purchasing another Cara Cara 2, but in a G10. Or maybe I'll look into making some G10 scales on this. But like I said, the inside, the liner is not the same shape as the FRN blade there. Another thing too is you would have to. I think you can get away with it though. But yeah, you'd have to be pretty handy as far as with a Dremel and possibly milling. I haven't had a chance to pop this open yet, and I really don't have any intentions to. I think I'm going to go ahead and just, instead of going through all the trouble, buying the G10 and this and that or whatever, I'll just purchase another one for $5 more. But anyway, I really like it. It's large. I mean, I think its sister in the Spyderco line is the Delica, if I'm not mistaken. And so it's like, if you don't have the dough for the Delica, this is not a bad alternative. You know, maybe get this first, and then if you're really hung up on getting the Delica. Now I know the difference. One of the main differences between the Byrd line and the normal Spyderco lines is the steel. You know, like I said, this is 8CR13 MOV. And on the regular series of Delica, I'm not sure exactly. I mean, I could flip through the book, but you'd have to sit here and wait for like 30 seconds as I find it in the product guide there. But that's my opinion on this Cara Cara. If someone really likes the FRN version of this instead of the G10 and they want to trade me, I'll be up for it. If someone has one with a G10 handle, maybe we could work a trade out. I'll give you this guy. Shoot, I'll make you a badass leather strap, you know, nice two-sided leather strap, and this, something, but yeah, I'm going to eventually end up getting the the G10 version. I really like this knife. It's really nice. I like the blade shape. It goes straight, and at the very end it cuts down, so it's got its own little thing going on there, and it's not a bad knife. Like I said, I just don't like the speed of deployment. You know, I think, and I really do like the feel of the G10 better than this, even though this is way grippier. I mean, there's even jimping up here on the handle, which is pretty cool. Sorry about the out of focus stuff. I'm still low budgeting with my cell phone cam, so bear with me. But yeah, I do like the G10 feel a lot better. I have the Raven in this series, the Byrd series, and that's G10, and that thing, the speed of deployment is like a rapid, so pretty cool. Alright, well, that's my view on that. Thanks for watching, and if you like it, subscribe. Bye.